guys, it's Abby from Make Life Your Runway, and today we are going to do, I'm like already out of breath, I'm so excited. We're going to do my everyday glowy makeup. I've done this a couple of times in vlogs, but I wanted this look to have its own video because when I do this look, which I do basically anytime I do my makeup now, people are so like kind and they don't say things like your makeup looks good. They say your skin looks good. And I feel like both compliments are great, but when they're talking about the skin, okay. So I thought this deserved its own standalone video. So if you're curious of how to get glowy, simple makeup, I should say simple because this might be you know. Anyways, if that's something you like to watch, then just keep watching. Here we go. Alright guys, if you are new to my channel, you're just finding this because you were searching glowy makeup, hey, subscribe. We do vlogs, we do makeup content. I post a video every Friday morning and it's just what we do over here. It's just what we do. So subscribe if you're new. Also, for those of you returning, welcome back. It's a little different. I don't know if this video is going to go up first or the other video, but I rearranged my beauty room again because I started selling on Mercari and all the stuff was just in the dining room like exploding, and I had this shelf in here but it was to the side and there was a chair in front of it, so I couldn't really utilize it. So I was like, oh wait, if I just shift some things around, then I can store all my Mercari stuff on there, which is what's happening right now. It'll be in that video, so it feels good, and plus I think it's like a nicer background, and then it's easier to set up my camera here too. So that's what's happening. I might put my string lights back up in this corner, so I'm excited. Right, it's Sunday. I don't typically film on Sundays, but I just wanted to today. So I am. So we're just going to put my hair up. I just got out of the shower and like these patches that you see on my face, those are psoriasis. So those are typical patchy spots for me. And I have a cream to put on them. So I'll put that on tonight and tomorrow night. And then they'll be like cleared up for till they decide to come back, basically. Putting my hair up. My water cup is linked on my Amazon storefront, as is all of these products, so if you are interested, go give them a little peep. Also, my Mercari is listed down below. That has makeup, clothes, house goods, DVDs, CDs. It's called Morty's Resale because Morty is my Pomeranian who passed away 2 months ago. He was a 17-year-old Pomeranian, so we just named it after him. But we're basically just trying to sell things in our house that are great condition and just need a new home. So go check that out if you are into secondhand. Otherwise, don't. You can go to my Amazon storefront and get it fresh for yourself. All right, I have to move the camera. Wait, no. Okay, we're good. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and start. I took a shower, so I washed my face, and then I have my moisturizer and everything on. I'm pretty soon out of the shower, so you know how you're kind of hot after. I'm kind of in that stage. But let's just get started. We have the Vaseline. This is the Rosy lip balm, and it is a Laneige dupe for their, oh my gosh, what is that one called? You know, the Laneige lip mask, basically. And it's good. It's really good. Alright, so for primer. So with this, oh man, I'm sweating. I'm sweating. Gotta calm down. Calm down, Abby. Okay. This is glowy. Okay, I have dry skin. I have a glowy moisturizer on right now, so this glow is from my moisturizer, so that helps. You don't have to do that, but if you want to, that helps. But the products we're going to use today are going to take you where you need to go. This has been my go-to look for the last like 6 months or so. I'll switch out what products I use, but the actual look is what I've been sticking to, and it's just gorgeous. Like, people will seek me out and be like, how does your skin look like that? And I'm like, it's actually not my skin. It's my makeup, because my skin's naturally like blotchy and red and all that stuff. So let's give you options. So you need a dewy primer. Like, you gotta start there. And so this is gonna be almost, if not all, drugstore too. So we have two primer options. We have the e.l.f. Halo Glow and we have the L'Oreal Lumi. So the e.l.f. one that I use is in the color 1. It's shade 1 Fair. And then the Lumi is actually the medium. But don't let it scare you. The lighter one is beautiful too, so you can do whatever you want. But don't let this scare you, okay? But this is going to be the one that we use today. And then I do like to use my hands and a wet wipe, and then I'll kind of blend things in with a sponge once I get to that point. But this really allows me to blend things in. So going in with the Lumi, sometimes I'll just put it on my face and sometimes I'll just put it in my hand, but we'll go with my hand today. And then that's about how much I use, so you don't need a ton. And then I just apply it like a moisturizer. See what I mean? Don't be scared. There is a little bit of a darker tint, but once it's all like blended in, I mean, come on. Just making sure I have that in, basically applying it like a moisturizer. It's so pretty. Alright. I have used the pink one. I think that might be in light or something like that. And I loved it. And it has been a lot of years since I used it. But then I saw that this was a dupe for, I think, the Drunk Elephant drops or something like that. I don't know. And yeah, I really like it. I don't know if it is really a dupe because I haven't tried those. But I really like that. Okay, next, it's advisable to have a glowy foundation. I'm going to share the one that has been my go-to for years. I just think it's stunning. But there are other options on the market, and if you know of a glowy one that works for you, or maybe one that's just not matte, like there's ones that are more like a natural finish. Like I just panned the L'Oreal, actually I have it right here. I just panned this one, the L'Oreal True Match Nude, and this works too. It's not glowy, it's just more of a natural finish, so it's not going to matte out your skin. So that's an option, but the one that I love is the L'Oreal Pro Glow. I've loved this one for so many years. This one is in 202. I used to have a lot of foundations in my collection at one time, and last year I worked really hard to either use them up or declutter them because they were old. And now I just have this one and the IT Cosmetics Nude Foundation in my collection. And I'm just like, I love it. It was hard for me to use this in my collection when I had so many other ones because I just only wanted to use this one. And now that it's basically the only one in my collection because that nude one doesn't fit my skin tone at this point. This one's 202. That's about all I use. Again, just apply it like a moisturizer, so I just really get it into my skin. And here I'm not going to be super detailed about getting it to blend because I'll go in with a sponge, but this is mostly about placing it where I want it. And then this is where the wet wipe or towel, or if you do your makeup like by a sink, you can obviously just wash your hands right after so you're not making a giant mess. But you can see obviously it's not all blended in. So I have a sponge. This is kind of like a no-name sponge, but anyone that you like. I also have a beauty blender that I'm about to pop open here in the next week or so. So whatever works for you sponge-wise. And it is not damp, but this has been my lazy girl hack. Just taking in setting spray. So this is the Milani Make It Last. And I just spray like the tip of it. And then, oh wow, that was kind of silly to spray that over my mirror. Let me wipe that down. And then I just press it in, press it in, press it in. So all those parts where it wasn't blended in, we obviously want to make sure it's getting blended in. Take it down your neck. Take it around the hairline. I think the hairline is like the hardest part to blend out with your fingers. So that's why it's nice to have a sponge to come back in with to really press it in. So, I mean, it's already so glowy. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, so under my eyes, I didn't really take too much of the foundation up there. I mostly just kind of like blended it like out, but I didn't actually intentionally put a lot of product under there. So I'm 36 and I definitely have like a lot of like lines and stuff. So I have to be careful about how I apply the makeup there because it is going to make those lines look more, you know? And I don't do anything like Botox or fillers or treatments or anything like that. So we have to be very intentional with these next steps. So there are a few products that I like, and this one has been a go-to. On TikTok, I saw Caroline TV. She's the reporter that does her makeup really fast, and she uses this. And I saw her use this so many times that I was like, okay, I'm gonna go get it. But it's the Revlon Photo Ready Concealer, and it's a stick, and mine is in the color Too Light. It looks like this. Obviously, I've used mine a lot. Initially, I was really scared to put this directly on my eyes because I thought it would be too thick. So I was putting it on my finger, warming it up, and then tapping it in. And that's still a great option. But I since then have been okay with just kind of drawing it where I want it. And this is so creamy and light. It is actually really light. So it's not as thick as I initially thought. But I kind of put a lot towards the middle and then kind of less as we go out, because then I will take my finger and just press it in and you'll see it basically just melts in. Like, that's literally all it takes. So come over here, do the same thing, and then that's basically it for concealer. Look how pretty that is. And obviously it's not full coverage because you can still see like my lines and stuff. You can see that how it's still like kind of dark there, and there are like color correctors and stuff like that you can do. But I feel like once I like set it with powder and stuff, we're good to go. And again, I'm just trying to be mindful of like how much product I put directly under my eye. Okay, so I'm in between powders. There isn't one that I have right now that I absolutely love. I'm trying to think if I still have it empty. It might have been last year that I finished it. Yeah, okay, so 2 drugstore products that I would recommend to you that I no longer own are the L'Oreal Age Perfect pressed powder. I think it's a foundation. So good. Like, I want that one again, but I have too many powders right now to justify it, but that one's so good. Also, I just recently finished it up, the e.l.f. Halo Glow. This one is in light, and this is a loose powder, but it's empty. Those 2 are ones I would recommend, but I don't have them right now. So the ones I have are good. I don't love them, but you can also just make whatever you own work for you just by how you apply it. So the one that I guess has been a go-to is the number 7. This is the Triple Lift, Triple Action Finishing Powder in Light. So I like to use this one under my eyes, and I'll also use it around my face. And I prefer this one over these other 2, but I am kind of working into these other 2. First one is the e.l.f. Camo Foundation. This one's in Light 210, which runs a little dark, as you'll see. I don't love this one because it is matte. So it will, all this work we just did for the glow, it will stomp it out, and then you'll have to add in like more highlight to bring it back. So that's why it's not ideal. But if you do like more of a matte finish, then this one's good. Same thing with the Pretty Fresh. This is from ColourPop. This is in Fair 4. Also, this runs a little dark, so be careful with their color range. Okay, yeah, it looks lighter up close, but you can see far back. It's a little darker. Not as dark as the camo, okay? But not as light as I need, because if we go back to the number 7, this is more of the color I need. So you can see how those aren't really great for me color-wise. But But again, you can almost make anything work for you, just in how you apply and how you blend and all of that. But this ColourPop one is also pretty matte, so it does really take away all the work I've done. So be careful with that when you are doing your setting steps. You don't want to kind of ruin all the glow you did. So we'll go in with number 7, and I'm just going to use this e.l.f. concealer brush, and I'll start with under my eyes first. I'll tap out the concealer again, just look up, tap out, and then press, 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 and then just kind of drag it down too. If you guys watch Erica Taylor on Instagram or TikTok, or she posts all her stuff to YouTube Shorts as well, she says tap, 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 only the tip, drag it down. She does makeup. She's a makeup artist, but she specializes in 40 plus, I think. But I think her tips work for any age. Like, you could be like 20 something and still benefit from her tips. Okay, right. I mean, Glow, she's still there. She's still hanging in there. Then I'll just take this Real Techniques fluffy brush, and I am also going to just press, 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 press. And for here, I mostly just want to take the tackiness out of everything to make sure that all the powder products on top will stay. So you don't need too much, and you don't want to cake too much on, especially if you're 35 plus. Like, if you gotta, like, I remember being 20 something here on YouTube, watching and posting and just being like, hearing people say, as you get older, less is more with your makeup. And now I get it, because like, if you're going natural with your skin, like, you're gonna get wrinkles, and so products will just sit in it. Okay, they'll just sit in it, and you have to just be light-handed if you want to minimize that. So it wasn't a lot. Tap, 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 tap. We're done. That's it. Okay, bronzer is optional. Okay, that's up to you. That's a preference. I'm gonna skip bronzer today just because I want this to be like truly a simple makeup, even though I think by this point people who are not into makeup think I'm like 4 steps beyond what they're willing to do. But those of us who are obsessed with makeup are like, girl, we're right on track. Let's go, let's go. I will kind of shout out this bronzer. This is the L'Oreal Lumi Bronze It. Yeah, Bronze It. So you want kind of a glowy bronzer for sure. So this one's a great option. This one is in medium. We love her. She's great. There's high-end options, but like I said, I want to stick to mostly drugstore here. So we're going to skip that, and we're going to go right into our blush. Yeah, let's go into blush. There are so many directions you can go with blush. You can have a more matte blush if that's your thing. But if you're truly into the glow, you probably want a glowy blush. So let me show you what I've been hyped on. Milani Dulce Pink. Milani has so many blushes, so if this isn't your thing, you can choose some other ones, but mostly all of their baked ones have some glow to them. Actually, let me pull some more options. Okay, I want to pull a couple more options for you. Here's Milani Berry Amore. Again, it has a glow, but it's going to be more of like a neutral tone. Then I have the classic Milani Luminoso, which is going to be more of a peach tone, but again has that beautiful glow to it. And then some other ones that maybe aren't as easy to find, but they are available in the drugstore, are the LA Girl. This one is called... This one's called Just Playful. This one is going to be more on the matte side, or I should say natural finish. It's not completely matte. And then there's this one over here, which is also LA Girl, just rosy. And it looks like this. Again, has a little sheen to it. Not matte, but maybe not glowy. But having something that will continue to add the glow to your face is going to get you where you want to go. So I'm going to do the Dulce Pinks. I've just been loving this one. Really load up your blush brush with it. And then I find what I enjoy doing is tap, 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 tap. So basically come from here, pop, pop, pop to your hairline. Here, boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. And then you can do like the look if you're really not sure where you're going here. And then from here, get as wild as you want to go. It might look like too much right now. I could do 5 layers, okay? And it might look too much, but when you like blend it out, put your setting spray on, and get an hour into your day, you'll be glad you put all that extra because it just kind of fades away a little bit. So don't be scared, okay? Don't be scared. Load, load, load. Go in. Come on now. Get it. Get it. You see? You already, I know you see that glow. Come on now. I'm going to stop there. Okay. I'm going to stop there. But, come on now. Next up is highlight. If you really want to go that option, I'm going to give you 3 drugstore options and 1 high-end option. First drugstore is the Revlon Skin Lights. This one is in 201. That color is Daybreak Glimmer. Obviously, I've shown that one a lot of love. The next one is Revolution. This is the Highlighter Reloaded Dare to Divulge. And this is going to take you to outer space. Okay, it's going to take you places. Alright. And then the one we're going to use today is Milani 110 Dulce Perla Baked Highlighter. This one, so pretty. And then the drugstore option I want to show, non-drugstore option, is Cookie by Benefit. Y'all. People are going to see your highlight before they see you with this, but I absolutely love it. It's very similar tone to the 3 that I've shown you, but it's like a massive price jump, so I guess if you're into treating yourself, that would be an option. But let's go in with this Milani, and I will honestly just use my same brush that I used as my blush. I've done like the smaller brushes, but what I find is it puts like more of a harsh line of your blush, of your highlight, whereas this kind of just infuses it. So load, don't be scared, and then just a light hand tap, 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 and then just lightly above the brow, on the nose, around the mouth. That's it. That's it. And you see there's no like line, you know? Oh yeah. Okay. So from here, what we're gonna do, we're basically done. We're basically done. The steps that you move forward from here is gonna be truly personal to you. So we're gonna go back in with the first brush, no additional product, and just kind of blend out the edges. So I kind of do a mix of pressing and swiping. I guess mostly pressing though. Just to make sure there's like no line. Like you don't want to see things start and stop. That's really where people are going to say like your skin looks good, because it just all blends in. There's no like, you just can't really figure out like what's happening, but you can see some things happening. Okay. From here, like I said, the steps are very personal to you. So you could do your brows, you could do eyeshadow, you can do mascara, you could be done. Okay, that's going to be up to you. So I'm just going to show you where I take it, but obviously proceed as you desire from here. I don't always do eyeshadow these days, but when I do eyeshadow, I try to keep it pretty light. I'll maybe do like a shimmer light shade on my eyes. But I have learned that if you decide to do nothing, if anything else, you want to take your face powder and at least put it on your lids, because in my experience, your mascara will transfer if nothing is on your lids. So I will, at a bare minimum, just use my face powder. I'll just use my finger really, or a brush, that's fine. And I will just kind of you know, put that on there. It'll help even out your eyelids too if you need that help. But again, maybe you're like, I never skip eyeshadow. Get it on there. Do what you gotta do. So we're gonna do that. I like to do my mascara next so it has time to dry, so then I can do my setting spray when I'm done. So I really like the Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. I recently got the L'Oreal Telescopic, which is fine. It's just kind of weird because it's like this rubber thin brush, and I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it, but I don't dislike it. So I just really get up to my mirror and look down and apply a couple of coats of that. Okay, this is what the mascara is looking like. Also, doing it before you finish your makeup, like I got some mascara on my lid. It gives it time for that to dry down so that I can just take a Q-tip and get it off. And I typically won't do my bottom lash mascara unless I do makeup down there, or eyeshadow down there. So we're just going to leave it like that. Then we're going to go in with a brow pencil. And I don't currently have a drugstore brow pencil. Oh wait, yes I do. I take that back. I take that back. But I don't currently have a drugstore brow gel. So there's one linked in my storefront, my Amazon storefront. But I love the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definers for drugstore eyebrow pencil. And this particular one is in taupe. So I mostly am just trying to fill in like the ends here is my main priority. And then I'll fill in a little bit here. Let's see, I can move this way. And then for drugstore brow gel, I really like the e.l.f. Brow Wow. That one's $5. So that one's good. And then recently, well, okay, last October for my birthday, I got the this Too Faced thing from the makeup outlet. So I have the pomade in a pencil. This is in taupe. I really like that one. And the Too Faced brow wig, this one's also in taupe. It's kind of like the Brow Wow where it has the fibers in it. I don't love this, but I also don't dislike it. I've been using it for almost a year straight, and both products are going strong. Last year I worked hard to, I forgot this thing breaks. I've been working hard to not own too many products that I don't use, so I'm not great at it. Powder products I still have a ton of, but as far as like daily products like concealers and brow pencils and stuff, I try to have just the one that I'm using and not too much. And I do like to brush up to do kind of like a laminated look, so that's what I just did. Still pretty natural, honestly. Then we'll go in with the brow wig again and the color taupe. Brush up, light hand, light hand. This can get wild real quick with this product. That's why I don't love it, but I don't dislike it. Okay, then I'm gonna grab a Q-tip so we can clean up where the mascara got a little wild. Lips. You have options. You can just stick with the Vaseline like we started with. Some days I'll do that. I do like the Maybelline Vinyl Super Stay lip products. This one is in Cheeky. Make sure you shake it though. You gotta shake it. But these are pretty long lasting. Sometimes I'll do a pop of color like the L'Oreal 100 Magenta Affair, which is like papa. It looks like this. Sometimes I'll do that. Sometimes I'll do like the Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink colors. This one is in Philosopher and this one's in Believer. These are very polarizing, I guess. Some people love them like me. Some people think they're the worst products ever existed. I don't think anyone's just meh about them. I think people have very strong feelings about those. So if you buy one, just start with one. See how you like it. Proceed from there. And then I also have this one from L'Oreal, which is just a very simple lip gloss. This is the Infallible lip gloss. This particular color is an 885 shell pink. Very standard lip gloss, not long lasting, looks pretty, disappears pretty quickly. Those are great drugstore options. I love the Melted from our Too Faced. From Too Faced. So I have Gingerbread Girl. I have Cinnamon Bun. I wore this the other day and it literally lasts for my 12-hour. No, it wasn't 12 hours. Maybe it was like how long did I have it on? Like 8 to 10 hours. And I ate and drank and everything. Granted, I drank from a straw, which will help save the life of your lip products, but I was impressed. Okay. My favorite is Queen Bee. This is just a pretty mauve color. Cool Girl is like this pretty like neutral color. And then we have Feeling Myself, which is this really fun summer color, which let's go with this. I haven't worn this one in so long. Let's wear this. And I will just put it right over that Vaseline. Alright, this color is very outside of my comfort zone. So I'm going to just go ahead and put the Infallible Pro Gloss over it. Okay, I wear such neutral lips that was shocking. So I blotted some of it off and then put the lip gloss over it. And it's so pretty. Oh, I like it. I like it now. I was a little shocked, but now I like it. So this is the final look. Oh, we gotta set it with setting spray. I just go in with the Milani Make It Last. Okay, I put Kristen S air drying cream in my hair, so I'm just gonna let that air dry for the rest of the day and get like a little bit of a natural wave. But this is what we're looking like for the makeup. It's obviously very glowy, natural-esque, and I really think the natural part of it is you can't really see where the products on the cheeks start and stop. It's just like naturally infused on the face, and I just love it. And especially like if you're hot, the hotter you get, the more sounds crazy, but the more this makeup will just continue to melt into your skin and look even more natural. It's obviously not perfect because if you get like really close, you can still see like my under eyes are still like under eyeing. Like I just can't help what they look like under there. And you can see my brows aren't completely perfect. You can still just see my natural skin. I have peach fuzz on my face, which I could obviously use the little razor things. Obviously, I use the little razor things to get off from here and there, but you don't have to be perfect, okay? You can put on a simple glowy makeup. Like the makeup is what makes you look flawless. I mean, you're flawless as you are, but just doing little things to your makeup can enhance the things you want to enhance. And obviously you guys wanted to enhance the glow, that's why you're watching this. These are just easy steps. It was all drugstore, which I think we could say drugstore's not I don't think anything's affordable in terms of makeup, but it's gonna be more affordable than high-end, obviously. But yeah, these are all just very simple steps you can take, and you can elevate it as high as you want. You can add the bronzer, you can add the eyeshadow, you can get more detailed with the brows, you could do false lashes on top, like whatever you want to do. Thank you all so much for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions or anything down in the comments. Like I said, everything's linked in my Amazon storefront. Check out my resale store if you want to see what makeup I've listed or clothes or whatever, and subscribe if you're new. But that's all I have. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!